Hi everybody. It's Thursday afternoon, May 7th. It's about 2:30 or so. Here's the last lecture of the course. This is the lecture where I tell you how you did in the course. And it's a little bit different than maybe what I expected it to be. I've already given you the spoiler alert in the Moodle announcement. All of you earned an A in this course, and I assigned that to you. I want you to hear that again. You earned an A in this course. I didn't give away an A. I didn't give you an A. You didn't get an A just by showing up. You didn't get an A just because of the coronavirus predicament that we've all been forced to deal with. When we first went remote, I watched all the stories and news articles in the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, the Washington Post, the Journal of Higher Education about grading in the pandemic environment. And there were all different schools of thoughts. Everyone should get pass-fail grades. Everyone should get an A. Everyone should be graded exactly the way they were before, with strict standards and adherence to the same type of rules that you had before. That part didn't make sense to me, but I didn't expect to do what I did. Let me tell you why you got the grades, why you earned the grades that you earned. Here are the grades on the final. I can't, it's hard to do this. It's the Leonardo da Vinci thing, huh? Backwards. The grades on the final project range from 98 to 92. 98 for excellent, for outstanding work, 96 for excellent, 94 for very good, and 92 for good. Subjective, huh? I ranked them, and I don't know if I could defend that, but yeah, I can. Okay, some of you did outstanding work. The average was about a 96 or so. Okay. Now, I took that along with the grade you got on the final project proposal, which was the grade that was recorded as test 3. And the numbers came out to numbers that range from a high A to in the A minus range. Okay. And the A minus grades were so close to the A range that I didn't see any justification for making you get an A minus. Okay, lots of reasons, huh? First of all, giving you an A, even though you maybe technically only got an A minus, that's consistent with my philosophy of grading in these courses anyway. Those of you who took 111 from me know the story I would tell you about test 1, test 2, test 3, and the final. Those are the 4 contributions to your grades. And I told you that grading is not my favorite thing, assigning the final grade. I would always take for every single student in the class, I would look at your 4 grades, test 1, test 2, test 3, and the final. And I assigned letter grades to them, and I told myself a story based on that performance, okay? And here's what I meant by that. If you had mediocre grades and then increasingly better grades toward the end, I weighted those later grades, the higher later grades better, more strongly, okay? I didn't just average them, okay? In other words, if you did more poorly toward the end of the course, I didn't count that against you. But if you did better, I counted it in your favor. I tended to favor those higher grades. Well, by that measure, almost all of you got A grades, okay? Second thing is you earned these grades. Some of you may not realize that there was a lot of iterations in the final project proposals. Many of you got very good grades on the very first submission. Bravo to you. Many of your colleagues went through 1, 2, or 3, sometimes 4 iterations before I gave them a grade that was a high grade. So you earned that, okay? And I hope you learned something from this process. I've gotten some nice comments from many of you. And thank you for some of the funny comments about how the proposal writing and all that help you understand the CAT scans you had numerous times when you were in the emergency room, trips to the clinic. I'm not going to comment on that. Interesting thing is I learned to know some of you much more than I ever would have if we'd been teaching in the regular classroom. So anyway, you earn those grades and you should be proud of them. Look at your grades on the final project and you'll see how you did. When the dust settles here, I'm going to try and get all of these into a box account so that all of you can look at each of your colleagues' all 36 of you can see the other 35 submissions and see how you did compared to that. I was very impressed with everything you did. Bravo, you did good work, guys. So that's the story on the grades. Here's the point where I tell you how proud I was of what you did and how it was a privilege to be your instructor for this course. None of us realized when we started this course at the beginning of the semester how it was going to end up. Not what we wanted to do, but that's the way it was. Have a good summer. Keep in touch. Buena suerte and vaya con Dios. Adios.